Welcome to the TTYL Takeover podcast. This is the first episode. Today's guest is Badger the Artist. Welcome.
What's up, bro? How's it going? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, bro. Of course, it's an honor. An honor.
First episode, bro.
First episode ever. I'm not really the best host, right?
Listen,
But
we all got work to do. You feel me?
yeah, this is my first podcast. This is your first podcast, so
Yes,
bear
sir.
with us here. So basically, we're just gonna do like a deep dive into like you
Okay.
and your music journey and everything, and you just basically tell us your story.
Okay.
And we're just gonna highlight like your hidden talent, that because like not a lot of people know of you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with a deep dive into let's see. All right, let's start from the beginning. Where are you from, and how did you first get into music?
All right. So for most of my life, I have been living in Whitesboro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always had music around me.
Okay.
My mom was a very avid music listener all her life. I say was, still is. She's still constantly blasting music no matter what she's doing. It doesn't matter. In the shower, getting ready, driving to work, it don't matter. And my dad also has a different music taste, so I had like some variety in there.
Yeah,
you know
like
what
a
I mean?
good mix of different sounds.
Yeah,
and
it
stuff.
wasn't just like one kind of thing. And my mom also has variety on her own too. She showed me a lot of different artists, and I still like all of that music, like the old music, man.
Yeah.
Nothing hits like that.
What's like your top 5 favorite artists that you personally listen to right now?
Right now, okay. Top is probably gonna have to be right now. Lukel is definitely.
Yeah, he's fire.
Definitely. Oh my God, I love that. The R&B is like just personally, that's what I like to listen to personally. Yeah. So we got Lukel, the Kid Leroy, big time.
Dude,
Time.
Kid Leroy's
bro.
one of mine. Like for sure, his delivery is insane.
Yeah, and a lot of people are gonna be surprised by this one, but you put me on a Glaive. And
Glaive?
Glaive is also one of the. I listen to Glaive like all the time now, bro.
Probably the most underrated artist.
Yeah.
In this year.
Oh,
like,
by far.
100%.
By far, bro.
Like he's so slept on. He's not signed anymore. He's independent.
He's not on that for the kids or whatever.
Good Luck, Have Fun.
Is that what he was on?
He was under Interscope Records.
Yeah,
off topic.
okay.
But basically, yeah. I wanna ask, what's like a specific moment or like artist that inspired you to where you like decided to start making music, and then when did you decide to start taking music seriously?
Okay, honestly, the person who made me want to start making music is, like, believe it or not, Eminem. I was like, as a child, bro, I was like the biggest Eminem fan.
I feel like all of the like most fire artists, because like I also listen to Eminem.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
like, I think Lil Uzi Vert's what got me to start making music.
Yeah,
because I loved his like fucking like fun sound that he had.
Yeah, Love Is Rage, stuff like that.
Yeah, Eminem, that's interesting because I feel like a lot of people listened to him when they were little.
Yeah,
you know.
Bro.
So that's crazy that you said that.
I had I think it was the Slim Shady LP. I had that CD and it was clean. It was a clean version. And then I had Curtain Call. That was also clean. Actually, I'm not going to lie to you. Curtain Call was the first one I got. Curtain Call was my first one. And then I ended up getting another one from my mom. And that was the Slim Shady LP.
Okay. Let's see what we got here for the next. So you started making music, like when did you start making music?
Honestly, I started writing music when I was around 12 years old. I was in 6th grade, yeah.
And then like when were you like in your life, like when was the time where you're like, I want to like try and fuck around and like make something of my own?
Like actually start recording
record it, yeah.
Fuck, that's a good question. So I used to be a YouTuber, right? So I used to make tons of like Call of Duty videos. I had an RGH Xbox.
Do you want to plug that?
Yo,
so people can see it.
Back in the day, it was Evolved Darkness on YouTube. I have Call of Duty videos, mod trolling, cut time, stuff like that.
Trying to be the next like phase member type
yeah,
shit.
bro, yeah. Or like Ripped Robbie. I don't know if you know who that is.
Listen, bro, Ripped Robbie, goated mod troller, bro. He used to do like the zombies.
Dude, I wanted to be just like him, dude. I wanted my channel to be just like his. And that's what made me get the RGH. I looked into it and I had found in the comments somebody linked somebody who can actually do it, and I went to that website and it looked official and stuff like that. I was still nervous. I didn't know if I was gonna get it back. Yeah, $100, bro. $100, and I send in my Xbox. He sent it back a week later. Halfway through the week, I got a video, right, sent to my email of him receiving my console and then putting the cover back on after he finished it. Yeah. And then I went from I had a blue snowball that I used to record those YouTube videos, and that's the microphone that I started making music on with Audacity.
So you're using Audacity?
Yeah, bro.
And like,
yeah.
What did you like start making? Were you trying to like copy Eminem or like?
When I first started recording, I was. I feel like
a lot of people when they first start, they try and like mimic their like what they listen to.
Yeah,
like
man.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah,
but it eventually is a bad thing.
Yeah, dude. Like it takes some time. You have to really like get comfortable, and like you have to do it for a while and figure out exactly what you want to do, because there's tons of different lanes in this music thing. Yeah. Right. There's so many different things you could do. And even if you're not doing something that someone else is doing, you can create something completely of your own, and then make another. You know, as time goes on, we're just gonna have more and more genres and types of music coming up. You know what I mean? So why not start now? Yeah. Try to. You know what I mean? Try to get something that you don't hear.
Yeah. So when's like the first? How old do you think you were when you made your first song? Like
15.
15
and 15, 16.
And like, what did you share it with people, or was it just for your own ears?
Bro, I shared it with people. Oh, you know what?
What was the response like from your friends and family?
I forgot, dude. Before I was Badger, right? All right. So I used to go by Badger, and now I go by Badger the artist, right? Yep. Because I was like, you cannot find me anywhere because as Badger.
It just shows a fucking picture of a badger,
a literal like badger. Yeah, the Badger song. But before that, I was should I expose myself or no? I was Big Slaughter, bro. Big Slaughter.
I've never literally heard that before.
I don't think I ever told you about that, bro. Yeah, I was Big Slaughter on SoundCloud. Everything's privated now and taken down, but what I did was I was super insecure about my voice and music, right? I was already used to hearing my voice from the YouTube videos. Yeah. But when it came to the music, I didn't like it, so I turned the pitch all the way down. Like, not all the way down, but I made it super, super deep, and I was like, nobody's going to figure out it's me. I'm just going to send it to people and be like, yo, I found this artist or whatever. Yeah. Everybody I sent it to thought it was ass.
Really?
Yeah, bro. They did not like it at all. It was ass. It was like it was some the cover art was like a Supreme hoodie or something like that.
It was a Supreme hoodie?
It was so bad.
So like did you used to be like a hype beast? Would you call yourself a hype beast?
I didn't call myself a hype beast because I never had the money like that to go buy that stuff. But I was like all about it. Like
if you had the money, you would be fucking wearing Yeezys and Supreme and V-Lone.
Back then. Nowadays, bro, honestly, I think I just stick to Nike. I love Nike. I like Jordan. Yeah. Those are like my two brands right there. That's really all I wear.
I feel that. But getting back on topic here. So you started taking. When did you decide to like start taking music seriously?
Honestly, a couple years ago when we met. I was going to Nazi, and I had recorded a couple songs.
Who's explain who Nazi is.
So Nazi is my guy, right? He's an up and coming Utica artist, right? He does like R&B club stuff. He's great, dude. He's one of my, honestly, no meat riding. That is one of my favorite artists right now. Yeah. He makes amazing music. Go check out Nazi, guys. Nazi on everything.
I know who he is too. I met him, but I'm just the reason I'm asking you so like the people can right. So some people don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But he if you live in Utica, you know who he is.
Yeah, man. He just opened another business, 4K Creative Studios, and he's had Dreamer Studios open for a while now, a couple years now. Yeah, he's doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing, and he's good at it too, bro. You just gotta push forward, dude, and he's doing what we all want to do, bro. Honestly, like
I mean, shit, he's just doing his thing, bro. Respect,
hell yeah, man.
But like, so back when, like, kind of explain how we met, like through the song that we made.
Okay, so you had this song called Dream, right? That you wanted me to hop on, and I remember you thought that I was fire because my mix was good.
Because you were going. So I was little me, and I was making songs on my phone. You know, like with the Apple headphones and shit. And I made this. It was like my 6th song I ever like seriously made. I've always loved music and always been trying to make music and shit ever since a child. So that's one of the first 6 songs that I made that I thought was actually good enough to release. Which it's horrible.
Now. Back then that was the shit. Like that shit was. hard.
So I sent it to you, and it sounded like shit. Like,
Yeah,
it really did. And then, like, you sent me back your verse in like 3 days, and then
quick,
ever since then we were like, yo, we gotta link soon and make some music.
Yeah, bro. I was still big back then.
Yeah, you're a little chunk monk, but it's okay.
But it's alright, yo.
Yeah, but I got a laptop. I got FL Studio.
Right.
I bought a microphone. I started watching a lot of videos on how to mix. And then that's when I was like, yo, we should fucking link and like make some shit. Like, let's top dream.
Yeah.
And then I think the first song that we made together was Kick Rocks.
Yes.
I think that was like the first song.
The one that, I remember.
I already had it done. I had my part done. And then you came over and I was like, yo, do you fuck with this? And then you're like, yeah, that shit's fire. And then you hopped on it. And you did a verse in like an hour and a half, probably.
Yeah,
not even.
It took me some time. Yo,
it was like you were learning it as you went on FL, because you never recorded on there before.
No.
And I was new to it too.
You're the reason why I know about FL. Bro, like I said, you're the reason why I actually started taking it seriously. For some reason, bro, when I'm around you, I literally just want to make music because you have the same like passion for it that I do, and that's what what you really have to have in order to succeed in music nowadays. It really has to be your passion.
Yeah.
Like you really got to pour so much into it because you can't just be an artist anymore. You have to, you have to be your own. You have to be an engineer. You have to be a content creator. You have to be.
You have to be the label. Like
exactly, you're the label.
You can't. This is not like 2010 where you make a pop song that you went to the studio for and you paid $100 an hour.
Yeah.
And then you post it and then you get record offers. It's not like that anymore.
It's not like that.
You have to make a song, then you have to campaign the song, promote it on social media.
Everywhere.
like you have to make short form content. It's just a requirement now.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to.
You have to make stupid skits and TikToks and shit.
And I'm not gonna lie, I just started doing short form content and I'm already seeing my numbers start to go up slowly. Like
that's what I'm saying, because I go hard with that shit.
Yeah, bro.
So basically, like, that leads me to my next question. Like, what is your plans like for your releases? Because like you're going hard in the paint.
Yeah,
like, you're releasing a song every Friday.
On all like every other week. I try to hit. I feel like
often.
Yeah,
like, a lot.
I feel like I need that consistency. People really like having new stuff to listen to. Like if you have a month or two in between each drop, bro, people are gonna get bored of it. You're not gonna want to share. And also, how much content can you make off of one song? Yeah, right. To make it last that long. So what I do is I try to drop every 2 to 3 weeks. That way, I give them a little time to hear the song and to let it marinate, get its streams, and then I move on. Yeah, you know what I mean.
And you have like a good system that you do. I've seen your Snapchat where you do like the polls
every other time.
You'll have because you have ammo. Like you have a lot of unreleased, right?
Yeah, I do. Yep. Right
so
now.
you'll take 2 unreleased songs and you'll be like, which one do you guys like better? Which one should I post? Because that immediately will increase your streams. Because even if people don't fuck with you, right? They'll be like, okay, I'd rather hear this.
Yeah, and then when it ends up winning, or if it ends up winning, they're tuned into that.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
You know
they're
what
like,
I mean?
okay, this is the one I want.
Like, yeah, I picked that. So yeah, bro,
it's like really engaging way.
Yeah,
like, I think people should like start trying to do that more. That's the method, low key.
Yeah, it really is. I notice I get a lot more streams on the songs that I have voted for. A lot more.
But also, you signed to our collective TTYL Takeover.
Yes, sir.
In early 2022, was it? Maybe it was 2021. I don't exactly remember.
Something like that, around there.
We've been doing this for a minute.
It's been a minute, bro. It really has been a minute. Jesus.
Yeah, but basically, a lot of people are asking me. A lot of people are wondering, when is do you have an album in the works? Are you planning on an album, like a debut, Badger? Because you don't have any EPs. You just had singles.
I actually do have an
singles.
EP. I do have an EP. Remember, Love's Effect.
Oh, you do have Love's Effect. I did forget about that.
Bro, forgot about that.
Okay, so you have one EP.
Yeah.
You got some good features on there. Like you got Nazi hopped on.
Yo, I got Brady's on there. You're on there.
I'm on there. Yep. Yeah. But like, is there gonna be a full length Badger the Artist project anytime soon?
So let me tell you my thoughts on that. Currently, I am not getting the most streams that I could be, right? I like a year or two ago when I started the Badger the Artist page, I had a complete restart. So like I got rid of all my old music except for like 1 or 2 songs that just had like a bunch of streams.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. For no reason, by the way. Those songs had streams for no reason. They were kind of ass. Yeah, dude, I just like I started all over and I had to get like the numbers up, and like I had to get my discography back up. I think I may have butchered. Yeah, I was gonna say I might have butchered that word.
That's okay.
Yeah, I had to get that up. Yeah, bro.
So you're just basically
just
trying
dropping
to
singles.
You're just focused on the singles right now.
For now, yeah.
Trying to just like grow your brand and stuff before you put out a full project.
If I go through something, I might get a project out earlier.
Yeah.
How it goes, bro. You know how it goes.
That always boosts the creativity.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Especially like when shit like that.
Oh my god.
Sure.
But yeah, maybe 2026.
2026. Back to the artist.
Shit, dude. If I keep growing like this, 2026.
Yeah, make sure that you guys fucking follow her and like just lock in because there's gonna be like hella heat dropping.
Yes, sir.
So you definitely don't want to miss it.
Yeah, bro.
Let's look for another question here. I have a bunch of questions, but I'm kind of like first timer here, so
it's all right, bro. We're learning as we go. This is my first podcast, so.
Okay, so here's a good question. So like, when you make music, what's the most rewarding part? And before you answer, like, I'll give you examples. Like, is it the feedback that you get? Is it just because it's like you're finally getting something off your chest? Like, what's the most rewarding part? Like, or just like hearing your hard work finally done? Like, what's the most rewarding part of it?
It depends on what kind of music I'm making. If I'm going through something and I'm making a song that is like heartfelt, you know what I mean, and I'm talking about what I'm like going through or whatever, I don't really care as much about the feedback. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, cause that's for me.
Cause it's like you made that song because it's just something that's special to you.
Yeah, man. And I share it because that's what I do.
Like,
I'm an artist.
You're hoping that people resonate with your art.
Exactly. Yeah. And if it can help somebody else, it can help someone else, and that's great. That's what I'm looking for. But if not, like, I enjoy it and I got something out of it. Like, like it made me feel better to be able to get that out on a track. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So if it doesn't make you feel better, shit, man, it helped me feel better. Like, okay, it don't work for everybody. But other than that, like, sometimes I do, like hearing people say that they really enjoyed this song better than this, or they're like, yo, I really liked how you did this there. Yeah, man, it definitely boosts my confidence. Okay. But overall, bro, just doing it in general is just so much fun to me.
And then another question too is, this is like more my curiosity, and it's not really like, it's for them too. But like, who's your like dead or alive dream collab? Like, anybody that you could make a song with, who would it be?
Anybody.
Like, you could pick 2 people.
X and Juice.
X and Juice?
So fast. You know what's crazy? What was going through my head? You asked me that question, and before you said 2 people, I was sitting there fighting with myself like, oh my God, X or Juice. X or Juice. But yeah, if it's 2, bro, both of them.
Bro, if there was one, who would it be? Because those are not my dream collabs personally. Those are fucking phenomenal artists. Yeah. But like, absolute legends. Don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But if you could only pick one of those 2 people, who would it be?
I'd probably have to say Juice.
Juice?
Yeah, and that's only because like Juice, I feel like if anything, I'm closer to Juice when it comes to like style. Yeah. But
I can see that.
Axe also might have evolved to do more styles too, though. If what happened didn't end up happening, so who knows? You know what I mean?
Bro, he would have been making like some alien music.
Yeah,
like,
bro, something
he was
crazy.
Always different.
Always.
Like, do you remember like his really old underground shit? Like when he was working with Stain.
Yeah.
Like the fucking like Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Gnarly Bastard. Please don't test me.
Freddy vs. Jason.
Yes, sir. Dude, all of those. That was so experimental for its time. Like that was like, there was no music like that at all anywhere. And then Juice WRLD did the same thing. He was the first person to fucking hop on a hip hop beat and start singing like about heartbreak.
Yeah, dude.
He was the one who really, maybe he wasn't the first, but he like cemented it. Like he popularized it. That was his.
Yes, dude.
You know?
That's
like
one thing that
sound.
I think I do pretty well at too, is like, I've looked too, by the way. I have not come across something that sounds exactly like what I do. Like, I feel that. Some of it. Yeah. Because I do have like Juice WRLD type songs.
Influences, but it's like its own thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's one thing that like we were just saying, like X and Juice both bad, bro. Like people were not doing that like that.
Yeah.
Until then.
That was the first of its kind.
Exactly. And that's kind of what I hope I could do at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for people.
Definitely. But you know, so what is your favorite thing about making music? Like what is like your drive for it? Like you're like Like, what's your
What makes me want
goal?
to keep doing it?
Yeah, what makes you want to keep making music and just keep creating? And
Honestly, bro, it's like, you know how people tell you, like, if you're like stressed out, yo, take a deep breath, count, whatever, shit like that, for coping skills, bro. Like, honestly, music is my coping skill. It makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so much better when shit is down, bro. Like, just lifts my spirits every time. Every time. No matter what kind of song I'm making, whether I finish a full song or whether I just start a hook or something, just the process of making music makes me happy.
Nah, I definitely feel it, because that's how it is for me too.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to my music, all of it is me talking about like just the way that I feel.
Yeah.
And I never write anything.
Yeah.
It's all literally just what I felt in that session at that time.
Exactly.
And then I just share it with the world, and I just hope they like it. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But your drive for it is just because it's just your art.
Yeah, and that you got to, honestly. I feel like you need that to be your passion in order to succeed in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
How would you describe your sound?
So we kind of just
haven't
touched...
heard.
Yeah.
For people who haven't heard what you sound like, and they're watching right now, and they're like, "Who the fuck is this kid?"
Okay. Fair enough.
Like, if you could tell the people, what do you sound like? What do you have to offer, and why should they listen to you? Is my next question. Why should they listen to Badger and not fucking Drake or Kendrick?
Okay.
Touchy subject, but
all right. So let's not even go on that. So honestly, I feel like people should listen to me because I'm not trying to do the most. You know what I mean? I get on the track. I have a lot of fun with it. I have like a poppy, more clubby feel to my music. You know what I mean? So if you like club music and stuff like that, I have a bunch of tracks that you would just love. You know, just chef's kiss. You know? but yeah, man, I tried it, like I just touched on a second ago with you. I feel like I kind of am not necessarily fully in my own lane, but I touch on a bunch of different stuff, and it's like a mixture of a bunch of different things, and I don't think anybody else does exactly what I do. I really don't, you know. And yeah, dude, it's just variety. I have so much variety. If you don't like one of my songs, you can go to another one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And you will find something you like for the most part on my page. And that's why I'm building my songs up so that there's something for everybody.
So the reason that people should listen to you is because you have your unique sound. Yeah. And you feel like you have a lot of different things to offer to a bunch of different people.
I do. I feel that way. 100%, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
Did you make a hyperpop song?
I have one that's actually in the works right now.
Okay.
And that's heavily influenced by some Glaive. You know? That's my guy. I love Glaive's music, bro. He's
and apparently there's a feature on there. I wonder who that is.
It might be TTYL. It might be.
It might be. You're not sure though?
Not positive.
Okay.
Yeah, have to go back and listen.
That one's on the hush, because like hyperpop is kind of a crazy genre to.
Yo, I have nothing like that right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Is like, if you press play on a Badger song, you have an expectation, but then you don't exactly know what you're gonna hear.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You could press on Badger and it's like a fucking smash hit pop fucking club banger.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna press on it and it's like some like
more chill,
fucking more
of a chill jump.
Like or you'll click on it and it'll be some like really sad like emo heartbroken.
Yeah, bro, I have everything.
Like,
I have everything, dude. Whatever I'm feeling, I put down. If I'm in a happy mood, I make something happy. If I'm in like like I'm gonna thug it out, like some 50 Cent shit, bro, I'll put on a club beat. You know, like it's just different feels for different moods.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you, for those of you who don't know, my brother Jersey MF. That's his stage name. He just released an EP called Comeback. It has 3 songs. He removed all of his previous music for this release. What's your opinion on it?
Dude, I love it. I love the EP. I'm not gonna lie, there should be more songs in there.
Yeah.
There should be more songs in there because every single one of them was a bop.
Dude, what's your favorite? Like if you had to fucking delete 2 of them and just you can only listen to one, what would be your favorite song on there?
Party.
Party?
Yeah.
She told me she wanna party.
Yeah, bro. Yes, bro. Oh my god. But WTF is really good too.
Yeah, that one is
really good. I mean, so was the I forget the name of the middle one, but the middle one's so good too.
You had a key to my heart and you just gave it away.
Yeah, dude, that shit is so fire. Jersey,
snapped.
keep dropping.
Yeah, Jersey, you need to drop more. You need to fucking make more music, and you need to drop because
you have to.
People are trying to hear it.
It's necessary.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. And then, do you have any questions for me?
All right.
Not relating to my. I mean, it could be anything.
Let me ask you
Not
this:
too personal,
what
though.
made you want to get into the music, bro? Because like you got my story.
Okay, so what made me get into music is I spawned, and my dad had a studio.
Yeah.
He
Bro,
not a recording studio.
Yeah.
But like he had like keyboards, like an actual piano, 2 drum sets, an entire acoustically treated room.
Yeah.
Like not for recording, more just like for playing instruments, like live.
Just having,
He had so many guitars, basses, and him and my uncle Luke, they would play instruments together. They actually played a couple bars too.
Okay.
They did record a couple songs, but that was not in the house.
Right.
So I was always surrounded by music. My entire life. And my mom also loved Amy Winehouse. I don't know if you've ever heard of Amy Winehouse. She's a fucking legend. All-time GOAT. But basically, he would constantly be playing live instruments. Yeah. Now, my mom was constantly listening to music. So it was kind of inevitable. Right. I was always around music. Yeah. And ever since I was 2 years old, for some reason, I just knew how to play the drums. Like by default, I just had the capability of playing the drums. Yeah. And
Bro's actually goated at the drums. Like goated.
Yeah, and basically, so me and my brother Jeffrey, he plays guitar.
Right.
And basically, we started like a little band, but it was kind of just us playing music in our bedroom. Yeah. Because we'd set the drums up in the bedroom, the guitar, amp, stuff like that. And we started a thing called Juvenile Division because we were bad little kids. So that's where that name comes from.
Me too, bro. It's okay, me too.
Yeah, so I was playing like more like metal and rock and stuff like that. Yeah. That's where a lot of my influence comes from now. If you listen to my music, it's got drums and stuff and like that kind of grungy guitar sometimes. But basically, so I was always constantly surrounded by music, playing instruments, stuff like that. Right. And then I was always listening to metal music. And my brother Jersey, he was always listening to hip hop and stuff. Yeah. And my sister was listening to like that fucking pop punk, like 5 Seconds of Summer type of stuff. So Jersey showed me this song called EXO Tour Life. Everybody knows that song.
EXO Tour Life, bro. That's how I met Uzi, bro. That is how I met Uzi.
Oh, you met him?
Oh, I wish. He could pay for my college too.
Yeah, right? Word. Yeah, but basically, so I started listening to that song. Yeah. And I was like, I can't really understand what he's saying, but the fucking beat sounds fire. And like, he's like,
I feel you, bro.
Like that shit just goes. And I was like, I was low key fucking with that.
Right. I got you.
Yeah. So then I was like, how do I make a song? Like I was like, I want to fucking try to do this. Yeah. So then I was listening to like this was back in like 2017 when I was probably like 11 years old. Yeah. Not even like 10.
Right.
And I was listening to all the shit that was popping. Lil Peep, X, Juice WRLD, fucking Skinny from the 9.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
Skinny from the 9 in a minute.
Who else? And Naz actually has a song with Skinny from the 9.
Does he? Oh yeah. No. We listened to that together. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Who else was it? There was a lot of people. Lil Xan even though he's fucking trash.
Diego.
Like, yeah, Diego now.
I was about to say he's off the Xans.
But yeah, I started covering those songs, just like playing the beat into Snapchat and just like rapping on it, like saying the lyrics, and then I would screen record that and then post it on SoundCloud.
Oh, that's how you would just that's crazy.
And my name was Lil Murowski.
I remember you telling me that, bro.
Yeah, and I was dropping that shit, and then people in my school found it. Like now I'm like, okay, now I'm like 12, 13. Yeah, I'm starting middle school.
How'd you feel about that?
And
when people found out?
I was so embarrassed because it was actually like bad. It was horrible. Like it was literally screen recordings of me fucking basically rapping Lil Xan. Like I wake up, I throw up, I feel like I'm dead. Like that's it.
Yeah,
it was so cringe. Then I found this app called BandLab, and I was like, yo, there's actually some fire artists on BandLab.
Yeah.
And
then there were.
And then I downloaded the app, and I saw you can actually put like plugins on your voice in a mobile app. So I was like, okay, I'm going in the right direction.
Right.
So then I started making more songs, and I was always recording songs.
Okay.
Straight garbage. Fucking. I was never dropping them because of my experience with the last one, right?
Yeah.
With how I was recording on Snap. So then, I kept making songs on BandLab, and then eventually, I like for years and years and years, I'm talking.
Yeah.
Eventually, I was like, okay, I think I'm good enough to like, drop, and that's around the time when like the Dream came about.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Damn,
I thought I
was
was going somewhere because I connected with you and you were going to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh shit, I'm doing this shit for real.
But now you actually are. Like years down the road, like
So then I was like, okay, I want to do this shit seriously. I love doing this. It's my passion. I've been recording on my phone for years, and it's like I literally do it every single day.
Yeah.
So then I invested in the equipment and I invested in the time.
Yeah.
And I started making songs on my computer, and they were actually like pretty decent, right?
Yeah.
So then I started posting them on SoundCloud, and the feedback in school was insane. Like it was really good, like to the point where like people were like, yo, when are you gonna drop again?
I remember you saying you were like you sold out t-shirts too, right?
Yeah. So basically I kept going hard, kept making songs, kept improving. And then I released a song called Burn and Crash.
Yeah.
And I made a lyric video, and in the end of the lyric video it was like, would you guys buy this t-shirt? Right? And then it was the picture of a t-shirt that I made, and it was just a black t-shirt that said Jesse TTYL in white.
Clean.
And everybody was swiping up on Snap, clicking the link, and they were like, yo, I would love a t-shirt. How do I do it? So then me and my brother Jersey collaborated with my aunt, and we all got together and we made TTYL Apparel, the Instagram page. And then through my Snapchat, we had like a Waterville Flicks story.
Yeah.
Right? And basically Waterville Flicks was everybody would just post stuff that was going on in the school, like random shit, like, oh, there was a fight, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Or like just stupid videos of their friends doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
So I started posting, yo, I'm going to drop merch. Go on my Instagram if you want to buy it.
Yeah.
I'll bring it into school on Monday at lunch. Everybody bring the money.
Okay.
So I made a fuck ton of t-shirts. People were hitting me up left and right on Instagram. And I sold like, I don't even know. I sold out t-shirts. I made like $400.
That's bread too.
And the t-shirts were $10 each. So imagine how many shirts that is.
Yeah.
So then I kept doing that. And then, I just kept investing in my equipment, getting better plugins, stuff like that.
And I did that as you did too. Let me just put that out there. So what happens is he does it, and then he records me, and then I realize how much better it sounds, and then I'm like, shit, now I gotta go buy it too.
Yeah.
So like we basically have the same setup at home.
Yeah.
At both of our setups, we have the same plugins, we have the same microphone.
Yeah. And
we
basically,
both use FL.
Studio time is extremely pricey.
Yeah.
And you were spending a lot of money on studio time.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I was like, yo, this old shit that I sent you, I don't even want to drop.
Yeah.
But you were like, damn, I spent money and time on that.
Yeah.
So then I was like, fuck, I feel bad. So I just kept making music ever since that point.
Yeah.
Until now. So now, and then I got DistroKid. I left that part out. But after I started releasing on SoundCloud, it was popping. So then I got DistroKid, because people were like, yo, this is not on Spotify. If it was on Spotify, I'd listen to it.
Right.
A lot of people would say that to me.
Yeah, I've gotten that before too, back in the day.
Yeah, then I was like, how the fuck do I get my song on Spotify? So then I started Googling shit. And then you told me, oh, my songs are on Spotify. I have DistroKid. Yeah. And then I immediately bought DistroKid.
I've actually been using DistroKid for a very long time. I had DistroKid like back when there was like no extra features on there really. It was just like you post your song up and you could do the cover art and the lyrics, and like that was it. But they have different types of plans now, different like promotional features and shit that you could do. But I've had DistroKid since I was like, I started music, like actually recording it like 15, 16, I think I dropped my first song with DistroKid at like I was around 17 years old, because at first I had dropped my first album on I think it was Sounddrop, it was called.
Sounddrop, I've never heard
it might have been, I think that's what it was, but it was some other thing other than another, what is it called? A streaming
like stuff that like a DistroKid, like another
distribution service.
It's a distribution service. DistroKid goated, literally goated. You don't really want to use any other one.
Yeah, no, I never would ever again after that. I wish I started with DistroKid.
Also, if you're interested in DistroKid, we both have a link in the description of this video for a 7% discount if you sign up with that link. So it's like $49.99 a year. So it's you're paying $50 a year. if you sign up with the links below, you'll get a 7-cent discount on your purchase.
Yep.
So definitely do that if you're gonna get DistroKid.
Mine comes out every single year on New Year's Day, bro.
And then also, what has been like your biggest challenge, like as an upcoming artist?
That's a good one. Probably getting like more exposure. Because, all right, so let me just put it out there. I was ass back in the day, right?
Okay.
People gave me a chance. It was not used well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like people are more hesitant to check out what I got going on now, right? But it's been years. It's been so many years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people don't really forget certain shit. So I still have people that won't even open like the message if I do the promotional stuff. I'm not gonna say names or nothing like that, but there are people who will just straight up like not, because they still think I'm like completely garbage from back then. You know what I mean? Back in high school, right? I'm 22 years old now, about to be 23 in a couple months. Like
you've been doing this shit for a minute
back then, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, growing, bro, and like getting people to listen to you is like the main thing. From nothing, because if I had kept going on the old account, I might have still been it, because I had people that were listening to every drop and I was getting my streams, but I completely wiped that out and restarted. So that made it even harder for me, and I did that to myself. Yeah. But it needed to be done.
It landed you in a good spot, though.
Right. Yeah.
It
It took time, bro. It's been like, how long has it been since I did that? Like
since
a year or two now?
Probably a year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half sounds about right.
What's your message to like any upcoming artist who's trying to start making music who hasn't started yet?
Yo, be consistent and be a content creator. Just drop any type of short form content that you can share on all platforms.
What I would say is, okay, this sounds crazy, but just make music. It doesn't matter what it sounds like, and then just fucking make insane content. Like literally.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to necessarily be insane either. It's just as long as you have content to go along with the song to
like
draw people
fucking
in.
Like noise, like as long as it's not literally trash.
Yeah.
Literally just make a song. You could fucking do it on your phone. You could do it on band. Like it's 2025.
It takes like little to no money to make a song nowadays. You could do it.
If you want to do it, literally just pick up your phone and a pair of headphones and just start making music, and then start filming yourself for TikToks and just come up with ideas. There's so many resources online.
And get comfortable around the mic is another thing I could say, because that takes a lot of time. I realized that it took me a long time to actually get confident on the mic.
Yeah, I remember like the first time I went to the studio, like
you were nervous.
I
were nervous.
Yeah, I recorded this song called "Fucked Up," right? And it was decent. It was, I mean, like I think it's like okay now. Yeah, I took it down. Because it didn't really fit.
Why did you do that? Because I don't remember you doing that.
I improved so much from that.
No, not why. When? Like,
when did I do that?
Yeah.
I don't know, like a few months ago, probably.
Oh, it was more recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I made a song called "Fucked Up," and I thought it was good, right?
Damn, am I an L Mans for not even realizing that was gone?
No, you're good. You're good.
I was about to say no, because I did like that song a lot, and we listened to that a lot.
Yeah,
before you dropped that, like back and forth.
Like I made it in April and didn't come out till July.
Yeah, you were holding it for a while.
So
I don't blame you though.
Yeah, I made, actually it came out in October. I'm tripping. It literally came out in October. I swear to God. Yeah, because it was on my debut.
October?
It was on my debut.
Oh shit! It was, wasn't it?
So yeah, I made that song, but then the next day after I made that song, literally the next day, me and Badger booked a session at Nazi's Dreamer Studios, and then we weren't really prepared. Like we were gonna go in there with a beat and just vibe out and try and create something cool.
Yeah.
But then you were kind of catching up with Nazi because you haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
And you were like, bro, you hop in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really have any I'm not prepared.
Well, so he had never been in the studio either, and I had a bunch of times, so I was like, fuck it. So I let him get the studio time, right? I paid for him to get studio time.
By the way.
I wasted it, bro, of course. But yeah, I ended up just chilling, kicking back, talking with Nazi while he was recording you, and he ended up getting that song done.
Yeah, I re-recorded "Fucked Up" in the studio, and it was my first time there, and I was literally so uncomfortable behind the mic.
It happens, bro. It happens.
And you could just tell, like, the song that I recorded at home sounds way better than the song in the studio.
Yeah, and you could tell in your voice too. You were more confident at home.
Yeah, it was because that was my raw. Like I was just alone by myself.
Yeah.
Making my art.
Yeah.
And then it was taken out, and I had to basically perform it live in front of a stranger.
Yeah.
So
And not
for
just
the first
one.
time,
Wait. Did everybody leave before that? Because it wasn't. Was Mace there?
I think Mace was there. Brady was there.
Mace was chilling. Brady ended up leaving early.
Yeah, he was leaving like as we got there.
Yeah.
And there was somebody else that was there. I don't know. I don't. This was a while ago.
Ethan was there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But they were all there for a little bit. But it ended up like probably 30 minutes into me making the song because it took me literally 1 hour to complete the song.
Yeah.
So, basically like there was some people there for like half of it, and then they left, and it was just me and Nazi, and then I still just like I was so nervous, so I just totally dropped the ball with that one. But it's like
it happens, bro.
And then that's when I realized like I really should think people should take pride in trying to mix their own music because it's a lot simpler than you think. There's so many resources online, so you should really learn how to mix your own music because studio time is extremely expensive. And I know why it's expensive now because I can mix perfectly now.
Yeah, it takes time, bro.
So yeah, it's like you have to spend like real time, like hours on this shit. So it costs. Your time costs. So I understand why people charge so much for studio time, but that's why I personally do it myself, and I really encourage other people to do it themselves.
What did they say? It was like it's like 30,000 hours you got to spend on anything to master it or some shit like that.
Yeah, like to be considered professional.
Yeah, I forget the exact number, but it's something like that.
Yeah, but I've done that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bro, can I be honest with you? If I had to keep going to the studio every single time I wanted to record, I would not be where I'm at today.
Yeah, definitely.
At all.
I would not either.
Nope.
Like my first experience in the studio was like I was like, bro, I literally can do this shit better by myself. That was my immediate response when we were in
you're
the car.
more comfortable in there by yourself. I could do both though. That is one thing that I appreciate for myself. Like I could some
do
people
both now.
can't. Some people can't.
I could definitely do both now.
And that's good. Yeah, because I be recording you sometimes.
Yeah, and we did go back a second time, but I was mainly there to like try and like learn how to make beats with Ethan.
Oh yeah, that was
and
that.
He showed me some shit, but the thing is I was really distracted the entire time.
Yeah.
Because you were recording.
Oh yeah.
And I was like really into what you were making.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really paying too much attention.
And it ended up being ass too. I didn't even like what I ended up making.
And then I hopped on it. It was
I get nervous
even more
too.
ass.
Like I can do way better now, right? But back then I was like not as confident in front of as many people. I was not. I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't. I don't blame you. I really don't. I don't blame anybody who is nervous around the microphone. It's something that you have to like do a lot and in order for it to become natural.
Even if your mix is horrible and like your microphone is horrible, your delivery is so important.
It matters.
It
all matters.
That's like the most important thing. Like not to bring up basic names, but the Kid Leroy has like some of the best delivery. Like he's the most confident sounding person I've ever heard on a microphone before.
You really think so?
I really do think so. Like the way that he just talks about fucking whatever, it just really sounds like he's talking his shit. Like, he really means what he's saying, even when he's singing or talking about a bitch or we're fucking talking about whatever, dude. Like it's just so like the vocal performance is really insane.
Right.
So, but
fair enough.
Yeah, dude. I mean, shit. So, what's your message to the youth?
To the youth, in general or music-wise? In general.
Like, what's your message to the kids, bro?
Find something to do to distract yourself. Don't let your mind wander for too long. Find things to have fun. You know, find hobbies. Hobbies are very important, man. Something that brings you peace. You know, just anything. Whether that's
do what you love.
Yeah, bro. Whether that's taking a run or recording a song or anything,
playing video games or going outside, seeing your friends,
anything. Just do what you love. Do what you love and make the most out of life because shit kind of sucks. not to get all dark, but like shit sucks unless you make it otherwise.
People will definitely realize that as they get older.
Yeah.
The shit kind of sucks unless you take it into your own hands.
You
gotta grab the shit by the. You know
you're the driver of this shit for real.
But yeah, this I think this is enough for episode 1.
Yeah.
I think that concludes
I think we did good, bro. I think we killed it.
I think it's a good first podcast. Let us know what you guys think. They'll definitely improve in the future. For sure.
Yes, sir.
I'll add a clap track right here.
Yo, yeah, you got it.
But,
All right, yo. So it's Jesse TTYL.
Peace out.
Badger
That was the
the
first
Artist.
episode. Check Badger out. All streaming services. Badger the
yeah.
Artist. All lowercase. 2
New
spaces.
songs every 2 weeks.
Yep, new song. Just tell them where to find you. Actually, before
Honestly,
we go.
it's just
Link in the
Badger the
description, of
Artist
course.
on all platforms. I'm gonna start doing lyric videos soon in album 2026.
Okay, one thing we do have to mention before we go is you might have a music video coming out.
Oh.